BackstageAxxess.com. We are here with guitar virtuoso Jonny Lang. Johnny, how you doing, man? Thanks for taking the time to talk to us. We're in Red Bank, New Jersey, Count Bassie Theater at the Experience Hendrix Tour. Johnny's going to be taking the stage with many of musicians. How's the tour going so far?
It's awesome, man. It's really, really fun. Bunch of great, guitar players and a bunch of nice guys, man. It's been kind of a family experience out here, so it's really cool.
What's been the highlight so far of the tour?
Oh man, a lot of ties for first on that one. Just getting to see these guys play every night. I mean, for me, during my set, I get to play with Brad Whitford, and he's one of my favorites, and a legend and all that. And getting to play with him every night has been just so much fun, man. I can't even express it. It's awesome.
Well, Johnny's been on the Experience Hendrix Tour. It's about a month. You guys got a couple of dates wrapped up, and after that, brand new CD, Jonny Lang live, I should say, at the Ryman. Say that 3 times fast. But can you tell us a little bit about the CD?
Yeah. Well, this is obviously a live recording we did at the Ryman Auditorium in Nashville, which is an amazing theater and one of those really special places. It seems like every time we play there, we have a great time, and it turns out well. So,
why did you pick the Rynham Theater for the live recording?
It's just one of those legendary historic places that, and it sounds great. It seems like every time we play there, we have a great show, and it's hard when you're trying to record a live record. You kind of are banking on a certain night because you set up the recording and all that, and you hope the show ends up well. And so I think we got lucky with this one. The band was tight and felt really good. So that's why we.
You guys, the band, the Jonny Lang Band, you're going out on tour with Buddy Guy starting on April 9th, doing a slew of dates. Have you ever played with Buddy Guy before?
Yeah, we've done many a tour with Buddy, and yeah, man, looking forward to it though. It's always a good time.
Okay, what type of promotional are you going to be doing for the CD live at the Ryan?
Probably just the standard stuff. I just played on Jimmy Kimmel a few weeks ago to kind of promote this tour and the record, and so hopefully a few more things like that, and but other than that, just touring.
Just nonstop touring. You've been obviously on the road for a long time. You started playing at the age of 12, and by the age of 17, you were sharing a stage with Aerosmith, and you were just talking about Brad Whitford being one of your heroes. How was that as a mind-blowing experience at age 17? How did you deal with all that?
Man, it was just looking back on it, it's almost like remembering a dream you had, or something. It was so. It went so quickly, but it was, amazing, man. Just surreal experience to be able to play it, with a band like that in front of all those people, and it was crazy, man. It was wonderful.
Johnny's been on tour for a long time. Pretty much, you're known as a touring musician, and you're on the road constantly. What do you do when you're at home, for fun? I mean, which is very rare. What's your hobbies, and what do you like to do? Well,
I've got 2-year-old twins at home, and so yeah, that's my that takes up all the hobbies. I used to be a okay golfer before had the babies. Now I'm really bad. So, but yeah, I got them at home, man. So they're a blast,
Your last album, Turnaround, won Best Gospel Album in 2007. You're known as, a lot of different genres. You do rock, you do blues, you do gospel. When you write something, is it planned out, or you just, whatever the mood takes you and whatever the feel takes you, that's what type of album that's kind of comes out of it?
Yeah, man, I think just what you said, it's never a preconceived thing. And we just kind of tend to write songs and then see where those songs take us, and there's not too much of a plan, or an arrangement to the thing. We just kind of let it happen. So.
Well, we're talking, I mean, you've been playing, you know, you're almost 30 years old now and been a touring musician for 13 years, and you play with everybody from, we just talked about Buddy Guy, Aerosmith, Jeff Beck, Sting, obviously really mass musicians in the industry. Who have you, like, who's the one person or musician or band that you haven't performed with that you would say, you know what, this is my next step and I really want to play with these guys or this musician?
Probably my two, you know, biggest dreams would be to play with James Taylor and Stevie Wonder. Those are my two favorites of all time. So.
Your sister Jessie Langseth was a finalist for American Idol, and I just wanted to know, for those type of reality shows, what's your opinion about them?
I'm kind of, I have mixed opinions about it, you know, but I think ultimately it's a pretty cool thing, you know. I always tell people if the only reason American Idol existed was to find Kelly Clarkson, then it was a good thing, you know, because I love Kelly Clarkson's voice. So, but no, I think they've discovered some amazing talents, you know. So.
Well, one of the last questions I have for you, because Johnny's very busy, he's going to be performing and actually doing a sound check with the legendary Robert Randolph. So we're going to ask one last question. The reality games that are out right now, the Guitar Heroes, Rock Bands, you know, that gets a lot of kids interested in rock and roll music. And also I wanted to know, besides like the reality shows, what's your take on those type of games for kids, getting kids interested in rock music?
I think they're pretty cool, man. I mean, I've tried my hardest to be good at that game, and I just can't do it. It's so funny. It's like all my guitar player friends that I know are not good at Guitar Hero. You know, it's like, right. So, but you know, does it have much to do with the reality of playing guitar? No, not really. But it's fun. You know, it's definitely a cool idea for a game.
And it gets your name and a lot of other musicians that wouldn't be exposed to, you know, younger generations of people. Your exposure to music broadens a whole new, like, you know, broad new horizons to these people and these kids, and they're like, oh, Jonny Lang or Aerosmith, and you know, 9-year-olds are getting turned on by rock music. So it's good for you guys to, you know, be brought out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyways, because Johnny has to go pick up this CD. It's amazing. You got to hear them. It's a combination, like we were talking about earlier, rock, blues, gospel. Everything is in this CD. It's an amazing performance. Johnny, thanks for talking to us today, man. I appreciate it, man. BackstageAxxess.com. Thanks for taking the time. We'll talk to you soon.